guys, so welcome to another video. Today we're doing something a little different. I thought we would showcase my Steam replay. So recently through this month there was the Game Awards, and I thought we would do our own version of the Game Awards. So for those that don't know, I play a lot of different games. Some people might think that I only play World of Warcraft, and that was the case for a long time. But if you look at here, I'll just scroll through this, and here's games I've completed throughout the years. It looks like aside from this year, 2021, 2022, and 2023 were kind of rough ones for completing other games. There's only a couple in those years. But overall, you can see I play a lot of games, and I'm a person that completes games. So these are actually completed games. Some are games that keep going on longer, like Grim Dawn I'm still playing. But Base Story was completed in 2017, and yeah, so when it comes to those kind of games, that we're talking Base Story, and yeah, and I guess you can see 2018 was my biggest year for actually completing games. And the funny part of that is I was, I've always been heavily invested in World of Warcraft. It's really only, I can't even say really, it's really only since Dragonflight showed up that I started becoming a little more casual. I started realizing World of Warcraft is made for a different group of people nowadays. Once upon a time it was people like myself, but it's a whole different game. So yeah, as you can see, 2016 is kind of when I started playing more of Steam. So that's when I started tracking this. And 2018 was definitely my best year for completing stuff. So I thought, since I do track these, and Steam replays, they've been doing the Steam replays for a few years now. I still like that I track these because Steam replay doesn't tell me if I completed games. It just tells me what games I played the most. But I think it will still serve as a great way to do our own little game show here, or Game Awards. So with that said, we're going to click on here and I'll show you. You can see it all. We can already see that I played a lot. There's 68 different games played, 339 sessions, which is pretty damn good, I would say. That's a lot of sessions. And 728 achievements is amazing for a year. There may be people out there that do more than that, but I'm a WoW player as well, which takes me off of Steam, right? Anytime I'm playing World of Warcraft, I'm not calculating stats on Steam. So I say 728 achievements is really good. Like, I can edit this so you see other years, and we didn't come remotely close to that. Like, over here, 9 games played. This was just last year, right? 15 achievements, 1 new game. And then we had more achievements that year, but like, you can see the difference here. So I definitely had a really good year for our Steam replay. And a lot of that is because of the state of WoW. I love my World of Warcraft, always will. But I have kind of phased almost right out of it since they released a Dragonflight. Not even this current expansion, last expansion. Since they released Dragonflight, there was just some changes I didn't like. And at that point, I kind of decided that, like, I'm not done with World of Warcraft, but I think I am actually starting to play more classic now than retail, because I'm done trying to care about the things that I truly don't give a shit about in that game. And that's what retail brings now, is all these things. It's either new features that I don't like, things they've changed, like professions, that I just miss the way it used to be, or they're handing out things that I've already earned rather than making new content. So, so between those three factors, it kind of brought me more back to Steam, and yeah. So with that said, that was kind of a long ass intro. So let's get into the Myst Game Awards. And so how we're going to do this is I'll click on this. Okay, so this year, 49 new games, 5 demos, 68 total. And so definitely an increase from last year, 59 games more than last year. Achievements was 713 more achievements than last year. Yeah, that's because 728 is a crazy amount. I'm just going to say, like, I definitely want to see. I don't know if I can find out, though. I guess it's tough because we could find out if we investigated all these games. I just don't know if I care enough to do that. But it would be interesting to know where they came from. On a plus side, I did play a lot of new games, and new games mean you have no achievements. So yeah. So yeah, it does say that they came from 39 different games. So definitely, yeah, okay. 83% was played with keyboard and mouse, 17% with controller. I'm not surprised by that. When I'm not playing WoW, I like to play with controller, but I'm just going to say Disney Dreamlight Valley is like my top played game on Steam, and that is keyboard mouse. So yeah, there are a lot of games I do play on Steam that are keyboard mouse. There's some I play with controller as well, for sure. I would say most of the time I prefer controller, but yeah, just based off the fact that Disney Dreamlight is my top game, yeah, I'm not surprised with that keyboard mouse one. I'm surprised The Last Epoch is kind of like in the top games. I guess I do have, to me, it's not a whole lot of hours, but when you're comparing like ranking of game, maybe it gets up there, but I have like 50 hours in Last Epoch. Okay, longest streak was 11 days. That would have been Disney. Yeah, Disney's like, it gets me logging in daily. Oh, so these are the reviews that are from this year? Damn, I did 45 reviews this year. Crazy. Badges earned, 25. Screenshots shared. I just recently started finally doing screenshots. I used to never. So yeah, I probably have 9 screenshots total. Well, maybe not. I think I did 2 screenshots back in like 2016 or something. When I do the reviews, I like to add a screenshot with it. So yeah, new friends added. I didn't think I added any new friends this year. I don't know. But for anyone that wants to join me over here, it's Myst of Darkness. I use the same name everywhere. So yeah, Myst of Darkness, one word. I know I like to separate it on YouTube. That's because I think it's easier for people to read it. That's why I have it separated like that. But yeah, one word, Myst of Darkness. And community awards given. Yeah. One was given to my friend Dave, and the other I gave to my best friend Mark. He probably doesn't even realize he got a badge. I'll show you his profile. So yeah, this is the profile award. This is my friend's account here. You can see it doesn't play a whole lot. His last login was September. But I gave him that because he's my best friend. And I'm still the only comment on his board. I like how over the years they bleeped that out. Initially, when I made this comment, the swear was in it. Yeah. That's from like 2016. Okay, so these are the stats. We're just going to scroll down, though. Let's get to the game awards, the Myst's Game Awards. The best way to do it is to scroll down to the months. So, I'll let you guys see everything I've done, but they're, right here. This is what we want. It's easier to see it all in months. And so what we're going to do is I have a paper in front of me. You can't see me because I'm just in my PJs right now, just chilling. But I have a paper in front of me, as you can probably hear over the mic. And I got a pen. And what we're going to do is in every month, I will pick the one I enjoyed the most out of that month. Now, Disney Dreamlight Valley is in every month, probably. So we'll pick it once and that'll be it. Yeah. Okay, so Dreamlight Valley, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Dragon's Dogma. I first played Dragon's Dogma, the first one, in January, and it was okay, but overall, Disney is a hard win in that. Or an easy win. Dragon's Dogma is the first one anyway. Was good, but it wasn't like awesome. Like, I always had people like praising it so highly. And my personal opinion is it was just okay. Like, no biggie. Yeah. Okay, so DDV wins for January. Next, we have February. And let's just do it like that so that the following months are a surprise. Okay, so the next one is February. So this one's between Disney Dreamlight Valley and Last Epoch. Obviously, I said we wouldn't keep choosing. There's no reason to choose one more than once. So Last Epoch belongs to February. And I'm really surprised there isn't a love type game in there. I usually play a love game at least on February 14th. So I must have played it somewhere else because there's no way I didn't play a love game in February. Yeah, it's like if I wasn't a content creator, fine, but yeah, there's just no way. I must have. Unless I chose WoW for it. That's possible, I guess. Okay, next. So next is March. We have Thaumaturge, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Snow Day. It's basically just between Thaumaturge and Snow Day, and this is a tough one. That was a good month. Thaumaturge was such an amazing game. I love it. It's a playthrough on the YouTube channel. However, I will warn you, it is a unedited streamed playthrough. So yeah, if you're a person that likes the edits, that is 100% not edited. Yeah, it's my one playthrough on the channel that's like no edits happened. Yeah. And while I was doing it, I'm like, oh, this is so relaxing to do a playthrough like that. And I was like, I'm not gonna edit any more videos. And then I quickly changed my mind. Playthroughs are just better edited. But nonetheless, that one is on the channel, and it was an amazing game. And so was Snow Day. Snow Day, I feel like, and I remember getting comments back in March when I did the videos for Snow Day. Snow Day, the playthrough is edited on the channel as well. And a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah, Snow Day got, like, I believe if you go to, let's go to the review page. So Snow Day. Come on, new kid. Yeah, look at that. It's mixed reviews. A lot of people didn't like it. There's probably, if we scroll down, it's probably all negative. Yeah. Like, yeah, it got a lot of hate. There's some likes there. But yeah. But you know what? Can I just point something out? That all these likes are from the past month or two? Makes you wonder if do a couple of people downvote it and then other people just follow the path and they don't even make an opinion for themselves, right? Like, it makes you wonder if that's the case. But nonetheless, this is a game that got, to be fair, it used to be negative. I remember it saying negative, but I played it when it first released. I think mixed probably came in after some more positives. Cause, like, I'm just gonna say, like, this is my review. And I said I might be the only one because I was the only positive comment at that point, or a review. Every other review was negative. Yeah. And it's not disabled for that reason. My comments are always disabled because you have to click on allow comments, and I always forget to. So I have, like, probably maybe 2 reviews that allow comments because I always forget to click on comments. But yeah, so allowing comments isn't, like, defaulted. But yeah, so yeah, this is a tough one. But we have to choose one, and we're going to choose Thaumaturge. Out of the 2, the Thaumaturge was my favorite. Yeah, I feel like I did a review for that one, and it's pretty long, and I definitely... 2 people found my review helpful. Nice. Okay, so yeah, that was my review on this. Yeah, I couldn't give them a better review if I tried. You know, there's 2 games that come to mind where when I reviewed them, I felt like at the end that words couldn't explain how good the game was. Thaumaturge is one of those games, and the other one is a game that I reviewed back in, like, 2018, I think it was, and that was The Witcher 3. Yeah, so those 2 are just 2 games that, you know, like, I give it a 10 over 10, and I am not an easy rater. Like, a lot of the games I play get 5 over 10. Yeah. Or 5 to 7, let's say, unless they're crappy and get less. But a lot of games don't get over 7 in my ratings. So the fact that this got a 10 over 10 is just, yeah. Okay, so we have April. April was a busy month by the looks of it. There's a show more. So we're not even seeing all the games. Hold on. Okay, so April's list. Thaumaturge and DDV are out. They've already been voted for. Oh, I forgot to write down Thaumaturge. So Thaumaturge and Disney Dreamlight Valley we can't vote for because they've already gone a vote. Moonglow Bay was a sponsored game, so I got that one for free, and I played it for a bit. I did one stream and one YouTube video on it, so you can find that on the channel. And that one wasn't too bad, and but it was a little kind of, the graphics were meant to look kind of Minecrafty, and I love Minecraft, don't get me wrong, but Minecraft is the only game that I want to look like Minecraft, you know? Like, yeah, I don't, if it's in any other games, I kind of consider it bad quality. But it was an okay game for doing a sponsor for anyway. Like, it wasn't complete garbage. It's good for people that like that blocky look. Grim Dawn is one of my favorite games. Yeah, love it. It's actually, I started playing it when Diablo 3 was the current Diablo, and I'd start get tired of like the seasons because they weren't doing anything new with the D3 seasons. And I picked up Grim Dawn, and it instantly took over my favorite ARPG. Yeah. So now I've pretty much since then, Diablo stopped being my favorite and Grim Dawn started being my favorite. Yeah. Monster Hunter World, I tried twice to like that game. I just cannot like it. So yeah, that's definitely a no on the list here. Super Meat Boy, I loaded it up because one thing to know, and you can see this if you look at some of the older videos, but Super Meat Boy was my very first playthrough on the channel. Sound quality is garbage, I won't lie. I was recording it from a little mic that attached to my shirt. I was playing it off of my Xbox that at that time was downstairs. I had an actual portable recording device. So yeah, let's just say the first playthrough was not recorded the way I record games nowadays. Yeah. So, but I saw that it was on Steam and I grabbed it for nostalgic. I've been meaning to do some streams with it. But yeah, Super Meat Boy, I love Super Meat Boy, such a great game. Tetris Christmas is one that usually all my Christmas games are played at Christmas time, but it was Tetris, and as you can see, Tetris Ultimate's in the list there too. I was on the hunt for a good Tetris game, and yeah, Tetris Christmas is very as minimal Tetris as you can get, like, yeah, and Ultimate's not bad. Cook, Serve, and Delicious is a cooking game, you know, nice little putz around game. And then, of course, we have Snow Day. So for April, Super Meat Boy. Okay, so for May, we have Disney Dreamlight, which has been voted for, so skip. Like I said, that game's going to be in every month. Plantera 2. Plantera 2 was a fun game. I play it more for achievement reasons. So it's nice for achievements, but overall, it's like a 1 to 2 day game. Yeah. That's why it's nice for achievements. It's fun for 2 days. And that is good enough for me when a game's like cheap. Yeah. If it's like, I don't know, if it's a $20 game, I kind of want it lasting more than 2 days. But if it's nice and cheap, I don't mind the 1 to 2 day games. That are a lot of fun like that. So Plantera 2 was great. Lost Lands Mahjong. I'm a huge Mahjong person, so every so often you may see a Mahjong game in the list. Yeah. Garfield Kart. I loved this game. It is so much fun. It actually led me to buying the next one, which I haven't started playing. So maybe next year when we do this again, maybe we'll have the other Garfield one, but there's a game called Garfield Lasagna or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of like the sequel to this one. But this one was good. It had no achievements though. That was kind of a bummer. That's why I bought the sequel, because the sequel has achievements. But it was a lot of fun. Basically kind of like Garfield meets Mario Kart. And then I guess, did I play Tetris Christmas that month too? Jeez. Okay, so Tetris Christmas, Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap, and then Tetris Ultimate. I must have been really on a Tetris kick for a bit. Yeah, I thought it only lasted a day. Me wanting to play it. For May, I would have to say Garfield Kart. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Wow, there's quite the list in here. Okay. This is actually my birthday month, June. So, yeah, a couple might have been for my birthday. Also worth noting, I always love my birthday month because the weekend of my birthday is when all the game shows happen. You know, all those game shows I co-stream? That is always the weekend of my birthday. So that is probably why this list is so huge. There's probably a lot of demos in this one, or new games that came out that became playable through the game shows. Okay, so we have DDV, Splody. Yep, Splody was a new game during the game show. Another Crab's Treasure. I guess I can tell you how I felt about these games. So Splody, great game. It's one of those platformer games that you love it, but also you hate it at the same time. It pisses you off. Yeah. Another Crab's Treasure. I'll be surprised if we don't pick that for June. Yeah, I guess we'll see what all's in this list. It is a pretty big list, but another Crab's Treasure. I absolutely adore that game. It's so good. Yeah. It's a current playthrough on the channel. I still need to finish it. I was playing it alongside 3 other games. So we took a break. My last logged in time, I believe, is sometime in June. So, yeah. So we need to get back to that one. Food Drive was a really good game. It's you could pretty much play it in a day or two. 100%ing the achievements is kind of tough. There is one final achievement that is really tough to do. It's very time restricted, and yeah. But good game. And fun fact, Food Drive is also like one of those charity games. I don't know if you've ever played like a charity game where the game was meant as a side thing to you donating to charity. Yeah. So when you load it up, they've got, you know, it might sound bad, might sound like advertising, but it's not like overly intrusive. You just load up the game, and in the corner there's, you know, a little advertisement for the charity and a link to go to if you want to donate. Aside from that, nothing interrupts your gameplay. Like, yeah, there's nothing that pops up or anything. Yeah. Last day of June was a really good game. I played that for the YouTube channel, so the playthrough is on the YouTube. And yeah, pretty much all these games you can find on my YouTube channel somewhere. I share everything with you guys, so yeah. And then we have Garfield Kart again in here. Zup. Zup is... Okay, I'll show you why I played Zup. There's only really one reason you play Zup. It is a puzzle game, so if you like, you know, cute little puzzle games, there is that, but the reason I played it is because the achievements get you letters, right? And if we go back to my profile, you see these letters. You could see it's all from one of the Zup games. Yeah, that is why I bought Zup to play. Yeah. And you would think the cat went with it. The cat's from my Porsche game. Yeah. And normally I would just put Myst, but it no matter what, you gotta use that many blocks for the achievement showcase. So it would have looked weird. So I just put, that's why it says Misty instead of Myst. I just put Y at the end. It looked better than having, like, I don't know, some random other badge, you know? Yeah. There is this other one. It's because I was going to go a more black and white look, so that's what that one is. Ori and the Blind Forest. It's like an off and on game I've been playing. I've had Ori and the Blind Forest since, I don't know, 2018 or something. And I just kind of play it on and off. Anotria, that was the demo. Anotria is a full released game now. You can play it for real. That was the demo. It was pretty fun. Yeah. And I had a lot of fun playing that demo. Basically, it's like Dark Souls, except smaller company making it. Yeah. 7 Days to Die is another one that I play off and on. I started playing it back in 2016, I think. And it's been in early access for like ever. And then in June, roughly, in June, I logged back in because they brought it out of early access. So I wanted to see what was all happening, because it was really the longest early access game I've ever played. It sat in early access for almost 10 years. So, yeah, pretty long time. Killing Floor is another on and off game. I have Killing Floor 2, and 3 is in production. But 2 is a lot of gigs, and Killing Floor 1 I still need achievements for. So yeah, I've just been kind of chilling in the first one till I get, I don't know if my plan is really to 100% the achievements, but to at least get the ones that I'm kind of good with just having, you know, and then I'll probably swap over to Killing Floor 2 after that. Killing Floor 1's really tough to find people for, so yeah, we might be on the second one shortly. It is in my list. I have it. I just, because it's so much more gigs than the first one, I just chose the first one. Yeah. Because I have a lot of games on my computer right now. Fireside was a sponsored stream. Nope, I was not a fan. Just because I'm not a fan doesn't mean you wouldn't be. Basically, the type of game it is those games, it's like a survival game where you're at the campfire and you got kind of like make it back before dark type deal. And yeah, it's very much a survive, don't run out of food type deal. And yeah, it was okay, but yeah, it wasn't great. Paperclay, I love this game. I cannot wait till the actual game releases. This, as you can see, was just a demo, and it was so cute. It was such a cute little demo. Lucky Tower Ultimate was another cute demo. Very cool. Hogwarts Legacy is a current playthrough right now. We're going to kind of pretend we're not seeing it right now for 2 reasons. One, I know it's in the December list, so, And 2, I didn't actually play it in June. I loaded it up because June is when I was going to start Hogwarts Legacy. and you're definitely seeing a little, thought process that became an afterthought. But June was when I was going to start it. So I loaded it up to situate it and all that. And then something came up and, yeah, it didn't get started in June, but we didn't actually play it here. The first played in 2024. It was just me loading it up to make sure it could be properly captured in the broadcaster. Dark and Darker. I've played the demo for Dark and Darker, which was in 2023, I believe. And then I tried it again afterwards. I felt like, as a solo player, I felt like it was boring. You need people. Like, I believe you can't even really play it solo. Like, you need people. So it's great with friends and stuff, but I like solo player games because a lot of the time when I'm playing, it's at times when my friends aren't around, So, and I also don't want to always hunt down friends just to play a game. So yeah. Valheim was another one I tried, and I can't remember, did I like that one? I don't know. I feel like Valheim left no impression on me. I can't even remember playing it, really. So we might have to log back in and see if I liked it. I don't know. Fishing Frenzy. Fishing Frenzy is like... Okay, I leave all these reviews. I've done almost 100 reviews on Steam. And Fishing Frenzy is my one downvoted game. My reviews are usually pretty positive. But Fishing Frenzy is, here, let me click on it. And as you can see, I uninstalled. I played for 6 minutes. It was on June 9th. And here's my review. So, yeah. Yeah, and I have never left a negative review. This was my first negative review. Yeah. Because a lot of the time, it's not that I've never played a game I disliked, but a lot of the time I just won't review it. But this one, the dislike was there enough that I felt the need to put a review in. Yeah. But that's why most of my reviews are positive, is because if I didn't like it, I'd just uninstall and don't think about it past that point. So, yeah. Run from Mummies. I feel like I recall it being okay. Once again, another demo. And yeah, it was okay, but out of the demos, nothing really stands out except for Paper Clay and Notria. Those two were good. Yeah. So, and then Amnesia Rebirth, I had powered it on because I wanted to actually do Amnesia Rebirth last year, but my broadcaster wouldn't properly project it. And this is kind of the bad part about being a content creator, is if it doesn't project it, you just don't play it because you play everything on stream, right? And like when you're a content creator, for the most part, let's rephrase it, because in today's world, there's so many people that call them content creators. So let's rephrase. When you are a content creator that does daily or at least every other day content, when you're consistently doing content all the time, no breaks, then you don't play something that won't project on stream, because for the most part, you don't got time, right? You're doing all your gaming on stream. So I had logged in to see if maybe it changed and it was able to project. It is. It projects fine now. So that is a game we can stream. And I've been wanting to, because Amnesia was kind of like, it was my first horror type playthrough I ever did for the channel. It was actually done on Twitch, and luckily enough, I was thinking about YouTube back then, because I've had my moments of where I would play games on Twitch and not save clips of them to make them playthroughs, but that wasn't the case with Amnesia. So you can find Amnesia and Machine of Pigs on my YouTube channel from years ago. So quality might not be as great. And I might look a little different because it was, it was almost 10 years ago when I recorded or streamed that. And yeah. So because of that, I've been wanting to do, there's 2 others that came out within the past few years. And I've been wanting to do them just to kind of continue our amnesia thing, and they have to be streamed, right? I initially did the first 2 with camera, and if I don't stream it, I typically am not on camera, which is why you guys don't see me on camera right now. Like, specific YouTube stuff usually doesn't have the camera because I just hit record and go, Yeah. When you're on camera, that means you have to actually get camera ready, Yeah. So that didn't actually get played, but it will at some point. So out of this list, I would say, yep, another Krebs treasure for sure. Yeah. Okay, so July was nice and short here. We have Disney Dreamlight, as usual, My Time at Sandrock, and Super Blood Hockey. Super Blood Hockey was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's a July game because I played it on July 1st, because July 1st is Canada Day, and there's nothing more than hockey to say Happy Canada Day. So that's why I chose it. I played it on Canada Day. And it was a lot of fun. I definitely plan on playing that again. But out of this list, we're going to pick My Time at Sandrock. I really enjoy the My Time at games. Portia's still my favorite. But yeah, out of this short 3-game list, and really it's only between 2 games here. Yeah, My Time at Sandrock wins that one. Next, we have August, another short list here, just 4 games. So Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Vampire Survivors, Disney Speedstorm, and Overcooked 2. These are all great games. I like Overcooked 2. I bought it because I played a lot of the first Overcooked. It's better with a friend, though. Overcooked is not really a single-player game. You can play it single-player, but you get halted. You can't play the whole game by yourself. Yeah, you basically get halted once you get far enough into the game. Yeah, it's built for at least 2 players. Speedstorm is a lot of fun. Speedstorm is basically a car racing game where you collect the Disney characters. Yeah. And if Vampire Survivors wasn't in this list, Speedstorm would have won. But Vampire Survivors was, especially in August was the first time. Oh, actually, it doesn't say first played. Okay, maybe I had played it. You know what? I probably came back to it when they did those DLCs. They had done a DLC for Vampire Survivors, and yeah. But Vampire Survivors is a lot of fun. It wins August. So yeah, there's quite the list here for September. Not sure what was going on in September, but Disney Dreamlight, as always. Cat Quest. Oh, yeah. This is when we started playing the Cat Quest games. So Cat Quest in September is when I started the Cat Quest playthrough, which is 100% completed. It's on the YouTube channel right now. Sims 4, I had a weekend with it. I was so hooked, and I thought I would stay hooked. But then the weekend ended, and I had taken a couple of days away from it, and I just felt like I was done. But for an entire weekend, I was all about The Sims 4. Yeah. Yeah, so I would say I'd give it good ratings off of that because I didn't want to do anything other than play Sims 4 that weekend. Yeah, it was long play hours and yeah. Like that 12% is like that's just a weekend. Yeah, I didn't play it past 3 days. Yeah. Cat Quest 2 in September I must have just loaded it. Oh, you know what? No, we did start it in September because Cat Quest 2 is a playthrough on the channel that is still going on right now, but it is right at the end. So it's almost 100% completed. And yeah, the reason it's also in September is because I did it for Mystic's birthday, my black cat. Her birthday is September 25th, so that would have been around the time I would have loaded that one up. Infliction Extended Cut. This was a viewer-requested game. SystemMalphunction had requested this, and this is 100% completed. It's on the channel. I did edit it and put it on the channel there. And I think I did anyway. Yes, it's on the channel. Moving Out. This is a game I actually played off stream. It's super fun. I think I'm going to throw it into stream maybe sometime in January. It's a lot of fun. Or maybe we'll do, I'm not sure what I'm doing for New Year's yet, but maybe I'll throw it in for New Year's, play a bunch of different games. On New Year's, I usually multi-game. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll stream it. But it's a lot of fun, basically. Your moving truck comes up to the house, and you got a time limit of putting everything away. And, yeah, that's basically it. And then you unlock, like, new houses to do a move-in or a move-out for things. Alex Kidd, I installed that for nostalgic reasons. One thing to know about me is when I first became a gamer, first time ever, my dad had bought me the Sega Master System. Yeah, my dad's console was the Atari, and mine was the Sega Master System. And on that Sega was Alex Kidd. And it was exactly that one, Alex Kidd in Miracle World. And yeah. And in that game, you have, because this game is them remastering it, but they also left in a function where you can click retro mode and you'll see it exactly as you would have seen it on the Sega Master System. And yeah, so I played that for a bit. I'll probably do some streams of that one, actually. Yeah, it's a really fun game. And yeah, so that was purely nostalgic. My very first game I ever played back in the 80s. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. I was kind of in like I miss Halo stage. And so I installed it. And yeah, that is literally every Halo game in that collection, by the way. Yeah, there is a lot of achievements in that game because they took every Halo game and threw it into a collection set. So yeah, that game will be installed on my computer probably forever. But another great throwback game that's on my Steam. Hollow Knight, I had first played it in stream, and I've been meaning to return to it, but I've had too many games on the go. So maybe sometime in 2025, we'll do like a legit playthrough with Hollow Knight. And then Killing Floor is in there again. Lego Brawls was a new Lego game I had come across. This one is so fun. It's basically Street Fighter meets Lego. Yeah. Cat Lateral Damage was a cute, very quick cat game. And yeah, your enjoyment will be basically a day. You're a cat and you're, you know, knocking things over. There's not much to it. Like, that's literally it. Yeah. Sacked is a demo I played. I've known about the Sacked game for a couple of years. How I know is because where I live, there's a local fair that happens every summer. And I went a couple of years ago, and local people over here, which is Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, they're working on that game, which I thought was really cool. You know, it's not too often that, like, I'm just gonna be real. It's not too often that I am interested in a game that's being made in Canada, you know, or even more importantly, my city or surrounding areas. So yeah, this is basically a game similar to, it would be along the lines of Hollow Knight, Ori and the Blind Forest, you know, that kind of vibe. But it's not out yet. It's still, yeah, they got a Kickstarter going on right now, so you can play the demo, but that's about all you can do right now. Then we have Speedstorm is in this equation again. Insanity Clicker. I saw it on a friend's list and I was like, hey, I like clicker games, and that one's, you know, kind of scary vibes, you know. I can't remember if I liked it. A part of me is wondering, did it even load up? Because it's 1% and I can't remember if I liked it. And usually if it's 1% and I can't remember if I liked it, that means there was an issue loading it. So, so yeah, who knows? But then it's not like, yeah, I guess Grim Dawn has 1% and I have no issues loading that up, but yeah. And then we have a Zombie Solitaire. I love Solitaire, so I'm always buying all these Solitaire games. And yeah, it's basically just Solitaire with zombies, you know. Yeah. Yeah, nothing too major there. Okay, so out of this list, I would say it's a hard call. There's a lot of good games. It's basically between Cat Quest, Infliction, Moving Out, Halo, Lego Brawls. Yeah, September was a pretty good month. I'd say Grim Dawn, but we already, right? Have we chosen Grim Dawn? Well, I guess Grim Dawn hasn't been picked yet. Okay, we're gonna have to pick Grim Dawn. Okay, October was a pretty mellow Steam month, I guess. Was I doing a lot of stuff in... Oh, you know what? I think October was the month I was doing hardcore WoW. Yeah, I think that's why. That's why we don't have a whole lot in the Steam. I believe we were in WoW a lot that month. And yeah, but clearly we know the answer to October because we can't choose Disney. It's been chosen, so that only leaves one game. Costume Quest is a game I play every October for the Halloween stream. We never finish it because I don't play long enough. I play one, like, I don't know, probably a couple of hours once a year. Yeah, we need to finish that game one of these days. So November is a bit of a list. We are gonna have to scroll down a bit with it. So Disney Dreamlight, Stardew Valley. November is when I decided, the last time I had played Stardew Valley was 2017. And yeah, so I loaded it back up. So I haven't been in since the day I loaded it up in November, but I had a lot of fun. You know how it is. Like, just because you don't play for a long time doesn't mean it wasn't fun. You just get busy with other games. American Truck Simulator is one of the best games I've played in a long time. Yeah, it's probably gonna win November's pick, but yeah, I had so much fun. I streamed that one. I didn't put it on YouTube, and that's because I was playing my own music. Yeah, that stream was an oddball stream to begin with. It was a morning stream, and it was part of the same stream where all these Indiana Jones games came in. And yeah, and that's how I ended it. And yeah, that was a really fun game. Bejeweled 3, I wanted to play some Bejeweled for some reason in November. Yeah, I don't know why. And then as far as, let's just cover the Indiana Jones. Actually, we'll leave it for last. So we'll skip Indiana Jones and then cover it all together, because the story kind of goes all together for all of them. Game of Life 2. I wanted to play this one because I've basically played as much as I can of the first one, and I love the Game of Life. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite board games. And then Halo got played again. And there's the first Game of Life, so I guess I played both. And then Wonder Boy again. Witchit, I bought I bought it in October. Well, I bought it, I think it was like the day before Halloween. And then I decided not to play it because it's very multiplayer, so I wanted to make sure I had friends, and because I bought it so close to Halloween, I'm like, whatever, it'll be a next year game. And so I can't really speak much on it. I haven't played it. Yeah, I just purchased it, loaded it up to, make sure it worked, and yeah. Gothic, I really wanted to play that. I've heard the original is amazing. It's a 20-year game, or a 20-year-old game, and I wanted to play the original, but it wouldn't load up properly. I'll probably give it another try at some point, but yeah, I'm struggling to get it to load up, so it's literally unplayable. On the Steam crashes it every time I try. So, and people have been saying the same thing in reviews, so there must be something going on with that game. I find when it comes to these really old games, you get that with Steam. A lot of the Lego games, I pretty much have a complaint about every Lego game on Steam, but if I play it on like Xbox or PlayStation, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, when it comes to old stuff, yeah, only newer games play good on Steam, it seems. Yeah, or well ported games. Yeah. So, yeah, nothing on that. Okay, so for the Indiana Jones, so this was November. I was prepping for the new Indiana Jones game. I'd never played one. I just loved the movies. So I went and played every single one I could get. I bought every game that they had. So Fate of Atlantis, clearly that was the one I liked the most since it has a higher percentage. And the Lego games weren't loading up great. The first one loaded up okay, but the gameplay was a little rough, And when I say rough, I mean controller-wise, like you go right, it goes left type deal. And Last Crusade, I feel like I remember liking it. It just, some of these wouldn't load up though, so a couple might be because of load up issues. And yeah, so that was all to prepare for Indiana Jones, which unfortunately got refunded. It will be in the December list, so we'll leave that story for our final month here, which we'll go to now. Okay, so here's our final month list, and it's a good one. I'm just going to say it's going to be very tough to choose this one. TCG Card Shop is my top played game of December. That is such an amazing game. And yeah, I have like 60 hours in that game, and I haven't played it for like a week. And then the 60 hours I think came from me owning it for 2 weeks. Like yeah, I put a lot of immediate hours into that game. It sounds so simple. You just run a TCG card shop, but yeah, you get hooked when you're in it. You get so hooked. Yeah, it's a nice putz around game, and yeah, you just make money, collect cards, yeah, all that fun stuff. DDV again. This is the only month where it's not the top though, right? Like, let's look. Yeah, DDV is always the first game in the list because it's always the most played. Oh, except Thaumaturge got most played there. And there, I guess. That's because I was working on a new playthrough, though. Okay, so back to December. Hogwarts Legacy is so amazing. I know it only has 11% in, but that's because I've only done 3 streams so far. And this came out before those 3 streams. I think I'd only done 1 stream when the 2024 Steam, what is this called again? Steam Replay. Yeah. It only saw 1 stream. Yeah. But amazing game. I've been having so much fun with that game. Yeah. That game will probably still be showing up in next year's Steam Replay because I probably won't finish it till January. Because, like, even right now as I do this video, Hogwarts Legacy, I don't even have 20 hours in it yet. Like, we're still at the beginning. You know, I just learned how to make potions. Like, I was thinking I could possibly complete it before the end of the year, but because it's not my only game I play, yeah, it's gonna get completed sometime in January. But amazing game. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it. Cat Quest 2, another great one. I feel like voting-wise, we can stick to our Cat Quest vote, though. Oh, actually, did I even vote for Cat Quest? Cat Quest isn't even on here. Yeah. Path of Exile. I went back to the first one. My last login had been 2018. I went back to check it out because PoE 2 was about to enter early access. And yeah, so that's why you see both of them here. Oh, I was moused over PoE 2 when I was talking about the first one, but you get what I'm saying. So this one here is the PoE 2 early access. So you do have to pay $30 to get into this one. PoE 1 is free, and this sucker will be free around, I would say around June 2025. You know, you could take a look back and see if it's free around then. But yeah, PoE 2 it's fun. You know, I feel like I always get excited about PoE 2 because I think it's the excitement that everyone's hyped. So then I'm hyped to be hyped, you know? Like, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's just another game. It's not something I'm like super, super into. I have fun playing it, but I can walk away from it for a long time too. So yeah, I'm glad to have the early access and everything. But I'm just not hooked to it, you know? But it is a nice, like, occasional level a bit here, level a bit there game. American Truck Simulator, yeah, like I said, great game. So, oh, speaking of, did I even make a choice over here? November? I don't know. I didn't write it down if I did. The choice is American Truck Simulator out of this whole list. It helps that a lot of them, like a lot of them are those Indiana Jones games. Cats Hidden in Christmas. This was a pretty fun game. Easy achievements if you're an achievement person. Basically you just find the cat, and yeah, it was cute. It was cute. It's like it would be like a Find Waldo type game. Yeah. Monopoly Poker. I thought I'd check it out. I've been hunting down a new Monopoly game. Saw this. It's actually free, and I hopped in and realized it's super pay to win. Yeah, it's a lot of paying with your own money to play poker, and yeah, it got uninstalled as quickly as it got installed, more or less. And then Indiana Jones is a bit of a sadder story. I've been hyped for that game for so long. I bought it, I pre-ordered it. It is why we played all these games here. And the day came that it released. I went to play it, and Steam kept crashing it. So yeah, so I asked for a refund because I'd bought in like the whole caboodle, right? Like there was the really expensive pack that included the DLC and all that. So I bought that, which converted into Canadian dollars was $130. So yeah, the fact that it was crashing, I'm like, well, I want my money back. That's a lot of money for a game that's not working. So I got my refund. That is, not that TCG costs $130, but I did use some of that refund to buy the TCG card shop game. All the other games I'd already had. But yeah, I bought the TCG card shop game with that, which is only like $17 or something. But yeah, I bought some other games, but we're looking at this list here. But yeah, I used my refund for, well, I didn't buy $130 worth of games, but I used probably 80 of the 130 to buy a couple of different games. And yeah. One day maybe we'll play it. I was really excited to play it. My problem, and I always have my friends, suggesting, oh, we'll play it on Xbox, free with Game Pass, or you could play it here. And the problem is, I'm all into my Steam achievements now. Especially with me playing less WoW nowadays. I don't want to be on consoles. I want to be on Steam, and if it don't play on Steam, I don't want to play it. So I'm not sure if that game will actually ever get played. And if it does, I'll always be iffy to buy it, right? Because I bought it once and it didn't play. So I'll always be iffy, even if it's on a sale. So, so yeah, because it wasn't my computer. My specs were more than enough for that game to run. It was some other error message that was popping up. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know that. And I'm definitely a person where I can be super excited for something, and then it can cause me to not care about it at all anymore. So I may just like push it out of my memory and forget all about it. Yeah, you never know. So, with that said, December, it's a tough one because, thankfully American Truck Simulator was the pick for November, but now it's between TCG and Hogwarts. Those are my two major played games. I'm playing them kind of side by side right now. So it's really tough. Both like both are getting a lot of my attention right now, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to pick. I almost want to pick like TCG because Hogwarts will probably get picked next year when I do the Steam replay because it'll get completed in January. I think we're going to pick TCG Card Shop Simulator, and I'm going to tell you why we're picking it. Not only was it a great game, but I canceled all streams for an entire week because I wanted to just chill and relax and not be on camera, and I wanted to be playing TCG. And I don't just like, if I cancel a stream, usually there's a really good reason, I got something happening that I just can't be in the house for or something. Yeah, I've never canceled a stream to like play a game off stream. Yeah. So I think the fact that I did that, um, yeah, yeah. I think that more than enough puts it into a winning category. Okay, so January's winning game was Disney Dreamlight Valley. February is Last Epoch. March is The Thaumaturge. April is Super Meat Boy. May, Garfield Kart. June, Another Crab's Treasure. July, My Time at Sandrock. August, Vampire Survivors. September, Grim Dawn. October, Costume Quest. November, American Truck Simulator. And December is the TCG Card Shop Simulator. The winner of Myst's 2024 pick of the Game Awards, which only entails games I played, so yeah, these are not Game Awards of all new games this year. This is just based off of my gameplay. My number one pick falls into June's game. It is Another Crab's Treasure. I love this game. I was really surprised to not see it at the actual Game Awards. But yeah, this was a game that came out this year. Like I play a lot of I am definitely a bargain shopper when it comes to games or anything really. Like even at the grocery store, I buy things that are on sale, and then I wait for the regular price things to go on sale. Yeah, but for games, I also am a bargain shopper. I don't typically buy brand new games. The only time I ever did was World of Warcraft expansions, which isn't on Steam. And then for Indiana Jones, I had bought that one. But yeah, out of this list, the games I bought that actually did release in this year is the Thaumaturge. Well, Last Epoch, technically, because Last Epoch was in early access, I think, and it came out of early access, and I bought it. So, Last Epoch, the Thaumaturge, Another Crab's Treasure, and Trading Card Game Simulator. Those ones were all brand new for 2024. Like, as in they released in 2024. So yeah, the rest of the list is older games, which is generally me. Like I said, this was a really good year because I don't usually buy games that come out like in that same year. I usually wait a year or two and then buy them. To be fair, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm Canadian. A lot of games nowadays cost me $100 to buy. Like, yeah. When when you see a game on Steam that's listed for 80, I'm paying like 90. Yeah. So, and nowadays, a lot of games are selling for like 100 US. So, so that's a big reason. So yeah, my pick is definitely another Crab's Treasure. Super fun game. I feel kind of weird about the fact that I'm choosing it, yet we still need to complete it. But it is the next one. I just want to finish Cat Quest 2 because that's been the one being uploaded lately. But as soon as Cat Quest 2 is done, I'm returning back to another Crab's Treasure, and we're gonna finish that. And then we will probably have Hogwarts hitting the channel. I've already situated the videos. I just gotta edit them. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is like technically it's already a playthrough on another channel, but it's an unedited stream. Like, yeah. So if you don't want to wait, my VOD channel, I've been uploading the streams there. You can technically see the Hogwarts playthrough there. But for 2025, I do plan on it being, the next. It's going to be the first new playthrough of 2025. So I hope you enjoyed. I will probably do this again next year. Maybe I will make it better. I think it's good for being the first time, but there are definite things I can do to make this a little better in future years. Oh yeah, and one thing I would like to add is that this is the year that I 100%ed Disney Dreamlight Valley. I was really close last year, but there was 2 achievements remaining. One was to remove 3,000 Nightthorn, and the other was to complete 1,100 Dreamlight duties. And the rough one was really this one here, the 3,000 Nightthorn, because it's small Nightthorn. They don't tell you that. It's not any Nightthorn. It's to remove 3,000 of the small ones. And yeah, so I was pretty proud for that. Disney Dreamlight Valley is now a 100%ed game. And yeah, very cool. Very cool. So yeah, anyway, that calls it on this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite game of the year was. If you play, I would say at least 5, Yeah. If you only play WoW, well, you don't count anyway, because this is a Steam replay. This is like Steam games. So yeah, let me know what your favorite Steam game was for this year. And yeah, here's to many, many more for 2025. Most of what is a mystery, because I've got 2 games in mind that I want to play this year, and that is, well, Hogwarts we're still completing, and then Cyberpunk I would like to play. I'm glad I didn't buy that one right off the bat, because apparently it had a lot of bugs, but I heard it's been fixed and it's very playable now. So yeah, I think that's going to be the next one after I'm done Hogwarts. And then the rest is a mystery. I'm sure Disney will still be there, and yeah, I have a lot of games, so it's not like there won't be, it's not like there'll be a shortage of them. I just don't know what we're playing in 2025, but my total games right now is 888 games, so yeah. Yeah, right there, 888, and I've played a lot of them, yeah, so. And one thing I will say is a lot of games aren't games that get advertised. Like, for example, Vampire Survivors and another Crab's Treasure, which are 2 that I did put into the voting for my favorite games this year. Those 2 were not at the game show. We didn't know about those games. They just randomly appeared on Steam. And yeah, they are by small devs and ended up being really great games. So yeah. So a lot of the real good games are games you never hear about. Yeah. Well, you never hear about them until after they've released and people have, discovered them, and then you hear about them. But yeah, it's not like a huge announcement happened for those games. So anyway, have a great one. Have a great New Year's, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.